Listen to me very carefully. We're in 2025 right now. You have roughly 300 days left before 2027 begins. 300 days. That might sound like a lot, but I promise you it will go by faster than you think. And I need you to ask yourself a brutally honest question. What are you going to do with those 300 days? Are you going to waste them the same way you wasted 2024? The same way you wasted 2023? Scrolling, procrastinating, making plans you never execute, dreaming about change but never actually changing? Or are you going to do something different? Are you going to use these next 300 days to focus on yourself, to build yourself, to become the person you've always known you could be? Because here's the truth. If you focus on yourself before 2027, genuinely focus, your life will be unrecognizable by the time that year arrives. But if you keep doing what you've been doing, 2027 will look exactly like 2025. Same problems, same frustrations, same unfulfilled potential. The choice is yours, and the time to choose is right now. Let me tell you what focus on yourself actually means, because most people hear that phrase and think it's selfish. They think it means ignoring everyone else, abandoning responsibilities, becoming self-absorbed. That's not what it means at all. Focusing on yourself means taking radical responsibility for your own growth, your own development, your own transformation. It means understanding that you cannot pour from an empty cup. It means recognizing that the best thing you can do for the people you love and the world you want to impact is to become the strongest, most capable, most developed version of yourself possible. Focusing on yourself means investing in your skills, learning, growing, becoming more valuable, developing capabilities that will serve you for the rest of your life. Building your body. Your physical health affects everything: your energy, your confidence, your mental clarity, your longevity. If you're not taking care of your body, you're sabotaging everything else. Strengthening your mind. Your mindset determines your reality. If you have a weak mind filled with limiting beliefs, self-doubt, and negativity, it doesn't matter what opportunities come your way, you'll sabotage them. But a strong mind? A strong mind can turn obstacles into opportunities. Creating financial security. Money might not buy happiness, but lack of money creates stress, limits options, and keeps you trapped. Building wealth isn't greedy, it's smart, it's responsible, it's necessary if you want real freedom. Protecting your energy, saying no to things that drain you, removing toxic people from your life, setting boundaries, being ruthlessly selective about where you invest your time and attention. This is what focusing on yourself looks like. It's not selfish, it's essential. Now let me tell you why the timeline matters, why before 2027 is so important. Because 2027 is close enough to create urgency, but far enough to create real transformation. It's the perfect timeline. Think about it. If I told you to transform your life by next month, you'd feel overwhelmed. There's not enough time. But if I told you to transform it someday, you'd procrastinate. There's too much time. But 300 days? That's the sweet spot. That's enough time to build new habits, to learn new skills, to create real change. But it's also short enough that you can't afford to waste it. Every day matters. Every choice counts. By the end of 2026, if you've genuinely focused on yourself every single day, you will be a completely different person. Your skills will be different, your body will be different, your mind will be different, your finances will be different, your relationships will be different, your entire life will be different. But only if you start now, only if you make the decision today that for the next 300 days, you are your own priority. Your growth, your development, your transformation. Let me break down what focusing on yourself for the next 300 days actually looks like practically. Days 1 to 100, foundation building. The first 100 days are about establishing the foundation. This is where most people quit because they don't see dramatic results yet, but you're going to push through because you understand that foundations are built underground where nobody can see them. During these 100 days, you're establishing new habits, working out every day, reading every day, learning a new skill every day. Whatever your goals are, you're building the habits that will get you there. You're removing what doesn't serve you: toxic relationships, time-wasting activities, bad habits, negative inputs. You're clearing space for what matters. You're learning about yourself, what works for you, what doesn't, what motivates you, what drains you. You're becoming self-aware. You're building discipline, because motivation will fade, it always does, but discipline is what carries you through when you don't feel like it. Days 101 to 200, momentum building. The second 100 days are where things start to click. You've built the foundation, now you're building momentum. During these 100 days, your habits are becoming automatic. You're not fighting yourself anymore. You're just doing what needs to be done. You're seeing results. Your body is changing. Your skills are improving. Your bank account is growing. The evidence is accumulating that this is working. You're getting opportunities. When you're focused on growth, when you're actually becoming better, people notice. Doors start opening. You're becoming confident. Not fake confidence, real confidence that comes from knowing what you're capable of because you've proven it to yourself. Days 201 to 300, acceleration. The final 100 days are where everything accelerates. You've built the foundation, you've built momentum, now you're reaping the rewards. During these 100 days, you're operating at a level you couldn't have imagined 200 days ago. The things that used to be hard are now easy. The goals that used to seem impossible are now within reach. You're compounding. Every skill you built is now building on every other skill. Every habit is reinforcing every other habit. Growth is exponential now. You're transforming, not just changing, transforming, becoming fundamentally different. People who haven't seen you in months don't recognize you. You're preparing for 2027, not just dreaming about it, actually preparing. Building, creating, setting yourself up to enter that year as someone completely new. Now, let me address the obstacles, because I know what you're thinking. You're thinking about all the reasons why you can't focus on yourself for the next 300 days. I have responsibilities. Yes, you do. And focusing on yourself makes you better able to handle them. A stronger, healthier, more capable you is more valuable to everyone who depends on you. I don't have time. You have the same 24 hours as everyone else. You're just choosing to spend them differently. And for the next 300 days, you're going to choose differently. I don't have money. Focusing on yourself doesn't require money, it requires commitment. You can work out without a gym. You can learn without expensive courses. You can grow without spending $1. I've tried before and failed. Good. You learned what doesn't work. Now you get to try again with that knowledge. Every failed attempt brings you closer to success if you learn from it. What if you fail again? What if you succeed? What if these 300 days change everything? What if by 2027 you're living a life you can't even imagine right now? Isn't that possibility worth the risk? Every excuse you have is just fear dressed up as logic, and I need you to understand that your fears are not facts, they're stories, and you can choose to stop believing them. Let me paint you two pictures, two different versions of your life on January 1st, 2027. Picture 1. You didn't focus on yourself. You wake up on January 1st, 2027, you look in the mirror and see the same person you saw on January 1st, 2025. Maybe a little older, maybe a little more tired, but fundamentally the same. You're in the same job or unemployed with the same problems. You have the same body, the same health issues, the same energy levels, the same financial stress, the same relationship problems, the same unfulfilled dreams. 2 years have passed, 730 days, and nothing has changed. You made plans, you had good intentions, but you didn't execute. You didn't focus. You didn't prioritize yourself. And now it's 2027 and you're exactly where you were. How does that feel? Does that future excite you, or does it fill you with dread? Picture 2. You focused on yourself. You wake up on January 1st, 2027. You look in the mirror and barely recognize the person looking back at you. You're in better shape than you've been in years, maybe the best shape of your life. Your body is strong, your energy is high, you feel alive. You have skills you didn't have 300 days ago. You're more valuable, more capable, more confident. You've learned, you've grown, you've evolved. Your finances are better. Not perfect maybe, but better. You've saved, you've invested, you've built. You have options you didn't have before. Your relationships are stronger because you're stronger. You attract better people because you became a better person. You have boundaries, you have standards, you have self-respect. You have momentum. You're not starting from zero. You're building on 300 days of focused growth. You're entering 2027 not hoping things will change, but knowing you're the person who makes change happen. Which picture do you want? Which future are you choosing? Because you are choosing right now. Every day you don't focus on yourself is a day you're choosing picture 1, and every day you do focus on yourself is a day you're building picture 2. Here's what I want you to do right now. Not later, not tomorrow. Right now. Make a list of the 3 most important areas where you need to focus on yourself. Maybe it's your body, your health, your fitness, your energy. Maybe it's your skills, your career, your value in the marketplace, your ability to earn. Maybe it's your mind, your mindset, your mental health, your confidence, your clarity. Maybe it's your finances, your savings, your investments, your freedom from financial stress. Maybe it's your relationships, not with others, with yourself. Building self-respect, self-trust, self-love. Pick 3. Write them down, and commit to making progress in all 3 areas for the next 300 days. Then break it down. What can you do today in each area? Not something huge, something small, something doable. For your body, maybe it's 20 push-ups, or a 15-minute walk, or drinking enough water, just something. For your skills, maybe it's 30 minutes of learning, or 1 tutorial, or reaching out to 1 person who can teach you, just something. For your mind, maybe it's 10 minutes of reading, or 5 minutes of meditation, or writing down 3 things you're grateful for, just something. Do those 3 things today, and then do them again tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after, for 300 days. And watch what happens. I need you to understand something crucial. These next 300 days are going to pass whether you use them or waste them. Time doesn't stop. Days don't pause. 2027 is coming regardless of what you do. The only question is, who are you going to be when it arrives? Are you going to be the same person you are now? Or are you going to be someone transformed, someone stronger, someone more capable, someone who spent 300 days building instead of coasting? You cannot get these days back. Once they're gone forever, and you'll either look back with pride because you used them well, or with regret because you wasted them. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. And I'm telling you right now, 300 days of discipline is nothing compared to years of regret. Focus on yourself before 2027. Not next month, not next week, starting today. Invest in yourself, build yourself, develop yourself, transform yourself. Be selfish with your time, be ruthless with your energy, be intentional with your growth. Say no to distractions. Say no to anything that doesn't serve your development. Say no to the old version of yourself who was comfortable being stuck. Say yes to discomfort. Say yes to growth. Say yes to becoming more. For 300 days. And then on January 1st, 2027, when you look in the mirror, you'll see someone unrecognizable, someone powerful, someone capable, someone who made the decision to focus on themselves and followed through. That person is waiting for you, but only if you start building them today. You have 300 days. That's 7,200 hours. That's 432,000 minutes. What are you going to do with them? Focus on yourself. Transform your life. Enter 2027 as a different person. The countdown has started. The work is waiting. Your future self is depending on you. Start now.